Hey YouTube, right here. Alright, gonna go ahead and I'm gonna link a video from Independent Man in the description of this one. So you might get an idea of where I'm coming from on this. In fact, I would suggest you pause this video, go ahead and click on that one, watch through it, come back and watch what I'm gonna say. Because then it'll make a lot more sense and it might make a few people a little less butthurt. You back? Alright, cool. Now, I'm going to start it off with a bang. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you are. I don't care what you identify as. I don't care where you like to put your privates. I don't care what privates you like put up against or inside of your privates. I don't give a fuck. This statement applies to everyone equally. If you think that someone's skin color, culture, their religious beliefs, their gender, their sexual orientation, anything makes them more or less important or automatically makes them more or less qualified for something, you are a fucking pile of shit and you need to get the fuck out of the way of the adults, because that is the mentality of a child. Now that we've got that out of the way, you have these fucking dumbasses that are involved in our education system that are pushing exactly that type of shit. They're trying to sit there and say that they aren't fucking racist, that the people, that everyone else is fucking racist, but they're not fucking racist, when they're the ones sitting there and saying, yeah, you should hire people based off of skin color. You should fire people based off of skin color. You should fire people based off of what they are. You should hire people based off of what they are. Oh, you have this test in place and I happen to not be at the fucking top of the test? Oh, you need to get rid of that fucking test because it didn't have the fucking results I wanted. Oh, this test showed that I'm an absolutely incompetent, brain-dead moron? Oh, you gotta get rid of that fucking test because I don't like the fucking result. I don't like people knowing how much of a brain-dead, incompetent moron I am. And I don't think that that should keep me from getting a job teaching other people. Really? You don't have the idiot educate people. You have the smart person educate people. Kind of comes along with the fucking territory. Because a smart person is going to be able to educate people more effectively. They're going to make less mistakes. They are going to impart less false information. If someone doesn't understand something, they're going to be able to explain it. And they're not going to be doing the explaining like you're doing the explaining. If something doesn't make sense to you, you sit there and say, oh, it must be racism. Oh, it must be sexism. Oh, it must be patriarchy. Oh, it must be white supremacists. Because I don't understand this. No, it's you're a fucking dumbass. Nice and simple. Don't worry, I'll translate all this at the end of the fucking video for the people that this is actually pertaining to. Meritocracy is based off of what you have proven you are capable of. A lot of people think of it as you put in the work to get the fucking benefit. It's called paying your fucking dues. You hear that a lot. And yet you've got these people that are looking back at all of this, all these brilliant fucking discoveries. And now they're sitting there trying to say, oh, we need to restart science from scratch. Oh, who's going to have those brilliant discoveries afterwards, right? Oh, people that sit there and look at that, it's all like, all right, and science has been reset. Oh, look at this brilliant discovery I just had. I discovered it all on my own. No, I can't explain the basis of it. I'll let my peers go ahead and do that as well, because I can't be expected to do all the work, but I want the credit for this discovery. Fuck you. Fuck you, you lazy, worthless piles of shit. Stop trying to take credit for someone else's shit. How about this? You want to sit there and you want to prove whatever marginalized group can be just as capable of discovering shit? Well, if that is the case, then they can go ahead and move on from this point. They'll be going ahead and making the next big discovery. We're waiting. But that doesn't mean that we're going to stop doing our research. They have a problem with that. So they're all like, hey, let's eliminate the competition. Then we'll always win. That's the mentality here. This is some of the most bigoted shit that I've ever fucking heard. And then they sit there and claim that people like me are Nazis. Really? Well then what the fuck does that say about you if I'm as bad as a fucking Nazi? And you're at least 100 times worse than me. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I forgot. It took you a really, really, really long time to go ahead and be able to finish off your degree because of how incompetent you are. So let me go ahead and put it into terms that you'll be able to understand within the next 6 years. If I'm a Nazi, then you are lots and lots and lots and lots times worse than a Nazi. Hell, Satan's looking at you and going, hey, chill the fuck out. How about that? That simple enough for you? If you're sitting there and trying to say that a man doesn't deserve a job just because he's a fucking man, I want to ask you, where the fuck were you whenever, you know, people were sitting there and saying that women shouldn't have a job because they're women? Where were you to defend that? Oh, wait, you wouldn't have. You would have been one of the ones going, women can do anything that men can do. Men and women are equal. Kind of funny how you say the exact same shit, just with the genders fucking reversed, or the races fucking reversed, or the fucking sexual orientation reversed as the other people, and for some odd reason you think that that's okay. But the initial thing that was said wasn't. That right there is called bias. You just proved that you have no place in the scientific or mathematic field. You have no place in the educational field. You proved it on your own through the meritocratic system. Right there. And if you're trying to say that you represent all women of color, well, if you're saying that, You need more women of color, and everything else that you've said has been the exact opposite of reality. What conclusion can we draw? You have your degree in mathematics. What happens with an equation like that? Tell me. What conclusion would you draw? I'm not gonna fucking say it. That's for you to fucking figure out. There's your homework. Alright. I'm gonna keep this video short. So now it's time for the translation.